Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Earlier this summer, I did a review of a bunch of like high-end swimwear brands to see if they were worth it. And I don't tend to do a lot of swimwear reviews every year, just sometimes they can attract an audience that we're not really looking for. But I felt bad because they were only like expensive swimwear brands, and I love to share the affordable deals with you guys. So I was like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for the ladies. So I bought a bunch of affordable swimsuits, all around like $30 for a set, which is way cheaper than the like $100+ suits we were testing earlier. I did get all of these from Amazon. They have just so many brands, quick free shipping, and a lot of affordable options. And we're gonna see how these hold up. If you're new to the channel or you're not yet subscribed, make sure to do so down below. It's free. And if you are a bikini swimsuit wearer, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so we can push the algorithm to the right people, if you know what I'm saying. Without further ado, let's give some of these suits a try. Okay, we're gonna start out with this new brand that I have never tried before. Of course, we all know like the Zafuls, the whatevers, you know, we have some of those, but I've been seeing this brand called like SOLY HUX or something. Truly don't know how to say some of these brands, but anyways, they had a lot of like really cute and unique suits, and they were also affordable. I really don't know what I was thinking with this one style of top, but I really wanted to get this set in particular because it was like a 3-piece set that comes with a bikini top. So they have some of these little underwire ones that I will for sure have to take the cup pads out if I want to dream of like ever fitting into this. They also have this specific set in like just like little triangles, which would probably work better, but I believe I got this in a small with adjustable straps. It also comes with some bottoms. So here are the bottoms. They are definitely a high leg line, which is my personal preference, and a little cheeky in the back, which I do like it. I do like it a little cheeky. And the third piece, they have a little sarong, if you will. I think that's what they're being called these days. But basically it's just like a little piece of mesh that kind of matches the color of the suit that you just tie around your hip. And they even had some with prints with like a matching printed sarong. And I just thought that was so cute and so fun. I've been seeing people wear little cover up tie bottom things lately, and this one had it, so let's try it on. Okay, sometimes you think I would be better at like ordering things online, considering I do this all the time, but this top does not fit me at all. I even took the cup pads out thinking, oh yeah, we'll have a little bit of extra space. It's a no, it's a no. So that's my fault. We're still gonna review the bottoms and the skirt, but like this is where we're at with the top, like literally not even a little bit. So unfortunately I can't really review the top part, but the bottoms might be okay, so. Okay, there we go. It was hard for me to tell at first what was the front versus the back, but I think I figured it out. So we have like a moderately high leg line. I'd say about like mid height. Like if it was like super high, it'd be going above my hips like this, but it kind of wants to sit like right here. The rise I would say is low rise. If it was mid rise, it would come about here, high rise over the belly button. So I actually am okay with a low rise suit as long as it goes up over the hips. I love a high hip line, just elongates the legs, especially for someone like me who has a long torso and shorter legs. I want my legs to look longer. It is a seamless edge, so has some possibility of rolling. Front coverage, I actually think it has like pretty decent front coverage. We're gonna go with about like medium to full front coverage because it doesn't come like up like this to where you just have like this much coverage. So I feel pretty covered. I feel like I can move around and we're not going to, you know, lose a lip or anything. And then the back is pretty cheeky. I'm gonna say low coverage in the back, but I feel like it does a good job of just kind of like sitting in one place, and I feel like it's not going to move around. So definitely very cheeky coverage, but these do actually feel pretty secure. And I got a size small, which is kind of my normal bottom size, and I would say these are true to size. If you're in between, maybe size up. But yeah, definitely solid bottoms. So let's try on this little skirt, or sarong, if you will. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how you tie these things. I don't know if it's supposed to go like slightly more in the front, but I was able to tie it to where you're like a little bit covered in the back, kind of like higher on one side and comes down. I feel like this could be a little bit longer because I feel like as I step around in it a little bit, it kind of rides up, but you're not gonna get a lot of coverage out of something like this anyway. So yeah, I like the idea of a 3-piece set to where you have a little like matching cover up. I think it's cute, but yeah, top definitely not large cup size friendly. That's my bad, honestly. These little underwire ones never have worked for me, so I honestly meant to order more of like a triangle shape because I feel like those ones you can size up a little more easily, get a little more coverage, but this is what we got. So let's try another one from the same brand. Oh, these are actually cheaper than I thought. This set is $23.99. I think I got everything in a size small. I will always put the sizes on the screen. So I got this like kind of like, I don't know, this just really isn't my color, this little marigold yellowy orange color, but all the other colors were gonna take like way too long to get here and I wanted to film this video. So this is the tie front bikini. So this one is also a little underwire one. I don't know why. The underwire ones, they always look cute, but they don't often work for me, so we could be self-sabotaging right now. But you like tie the front and it like ruches it up and looks cute. And then you clasp it in the back. And then you also can, oh, okay, these straps are not adjustable, so I hope that works. So that's the top. And then we have quite a few little loose strings on this one. This one also does not really feel very swimsuit material-y. Here's the material. It's kind of more of a knit material, so I would question how this one would hold up in the water over time. This one does have a seamless edge, so sometimes these seamless edge suits can have a tendency to roll a little more than when you have a solid seam along the outside. But the benefit of not having that seam is that it also doesn't cut in as much. So it seems like this is kind of their like go-to bottom shape, high leg, and then this one might have like a little more coverage in the back. So let's see. Okay, so this one is better than the last one. I still am kind of getting spillage out of like side, front, everything. So I think I just need to start buying from like large cup size friendly swim brands, which sucks because those are always like $80 for a top, which is just ridiculous. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I do think this is a cute little design. So we have a little metal clasp in the back. The straps are not adjustable on this one, but the same straps that you tie in the front connect to these straps, so you can kind of like tighten it up and it shortens these. And I also kind of like how you can almost bring the cleavage together a little bit with this little tie in the front. So super cute design. Maybe if you're like a C cup or below, but it does have underwires. I did keep the cup pads in this time. I also am now just like a little bit skeptical of all swimsuits that are made of this like kind of ribbed, more like cloth fabric material, because I did go swimming in a chlorine pool recently in a swimsuit that was made of a ribbed material, and like 50% of the color is completely gone. It was like super patchy and all like faded, which sounds like an expensive swimsuit, so I was like a little bit upset about it. But I just don't really think that this is like made for swimming, so a little bit bummed. So this might be more of like a lounge by the pool swimsuit, not like a swimming swimsuit, which you kind of want them to be able to do both, but I get that not everyone swims. Okay, moving on to bottoms. So these ones are a little more high rise than the last ones, but still, I would say like low to mid rise. And hips kind of go right below the hip bones, so about a medium as well. This one is also a seamless edge, but it feels pretty secure. I am getting just a teeny bit of rolling. That just kind of happens with those little seamless edges. Back coverage, I would say medium. I feel like this is covering me more than the last one. And front coverage, also about medium to full. I would say that the SOLY HUX like bottoms are pretty solid, especially for the price. Pretty true to size as well. But yeah, the tops, you definitely want to have a smaller cup size. Okay, then I wanted to try a suit with a little more coverage. So I got the Cupshe high-waisted V-neck swimsuit. This one's $32.99. I have tried many a Cupshe suit in the past, and I feel like Cupshe tends to have a little more bottom coverage, maybe a little more high-rise options than some of the other brands. Like Zaful tends to be like a very minimal coverage, but I feel like Cupshe usually has a bit more. So here are the bottoms, and yeah, I'm already seeing this is a good amount more coverage. You can see it has a seam at the bottom too, so I do prefer a seam. Like we were saying, it can cut into you, but it makes the bottoms more secure so that they don't roll. Pretty good back coverage as well. And then it's also high rise. So this one is going to be pretty good coverage. I do like that about Cupshe. And then I also felt like the top should be pretty large cup size friendly. This definitely looks like, almost looks like a sports bra in a way. Looks like it has a good amount of coverage. There's no elastics or anything. Definitely fits like a sports bra because you put it on over, there's no ties, and little adjustable straps. I better not be jinxing anything, but I feel like this one might be a winner. Let's give it a try. This is the most supported I've felt all day. I love this top so much. So first of all, it fits me like a glove. It's got a little elastic band at the bottom that's keeping me secure, but then the cup area is not too restricted. You get a little twist front V detail, so it's still flattering. So I feel covered and supported without being like full coverage. So we're gonna go with like medium coverage. It's a little more of like a sports bra in shape. There's no tie back, which makes me feel even more secure about it. Like there's nothing that could be untied. Straps are adjustable as well. Okay, if you're one of my large cup size ladies, this top, actually quite nice from Amazon. And support, it is just a spaghetti strap, so it's still not much, but I'm gonna go with medium support, and I would definitely feel comfortable doing swimming activities in this. I'm going on a trip and doing some scuba diving soon, so I will be bringing this with me, and that's how we know that I trust it. So bottoms are definitely a more full coverage option. We got a solid high rise, kind of a low cut leg again. That's what I don't love about Cupshe. They have really good like top coverage, but all of their bottoms, they're never super flattering on the leg line because they're all kind of like high rise full coverage, which if that's what you're looking for, Cupshe has great options, but I prefer a higher leg line. Other than that, we got full front coverage, so I can feel good about that. We do have seams at the edge, which I prefer a seam because it keeps things staying put. I know it's not gonna roll around. And then the back coverage, I'm gonna go with medium to full. Pretty good for sure. And this is like a classic sleek swimsuit material. So yeah, this is definitely the best suit we've tried today. I feel like it's cute, it's holding me in. And in case you didn't see, it also has like just a couple little seam details in the front here, which just add a little bit something. Okay, then let's try this little Zaful suit. So this is the Zaful Ribbed O-ring Bikini. I just really loved the Barbie vibes of the two different pink colors. Wow, this coverage, it's gonna be small. It's gonna be small. I don't know why. I ordered these and I know that they probably won't work for me, but we can still try. They look cute. So this one is a ribbed material. The little ring in the front is very thin, so adjustable straps and a clasp in the back. I don't love how they're all doing these little like metal clasps in the back, because for one, I feel like they're not always super secure. And if you're ever like out in the sun, which is a high possibility when you're wearing a swimsuit, they can get really hot and burn your skin. So I would have preferred if this was just like a regular tie back. With the tie back, you can do a double knot, you know it's not coming out and it's not gonna burn you. So it's a little bit of a bummer. So that's the top. And then I guess the bottom is just one color. So here's the front. It doesn't look super high on the hips and definitely kind of like a low to mid coverage in the back. So this one is a ribbed material, but it feels a little more swim friendly than that like golden yellow one we tried before. Okay, so I'm loving the Barbie vibe. So this is giving super cute. It's got this little ring in the front. I just feel like Zaful swimsuits run a little bit small. Like the top and bottom of the set just feels a little bit small. And this is another one made out of a ribbed material, which I don't know why we decided ribbed material was good for swimming because I just don't really think it is. Anyways, I'm definitely feeling kind of constrained in this, and we're definitely kind of coming out the side and kind of every angle that we can, but I do feel a little more secure in this one than some of the last ones. Still would not do any sort of like swimming activity in this, but I don't feel as quite high of a risk to fall out as some of the other suits today. And I haven't really tested support out of like any of these, but that's like definitely a light support. So we got a little two-tone situation, a little O-ring, adjustable straps, and it's got one of those little metal clasp backs. I'm not huge on like the metal clasp backs because if you're like out in the sun, the metal just like absorbs all the heat and transfers it right to your skin, which can burn your skin. So it's not super comfortable. So I would still say C cup and below is probably best for this top, but it's not too bad. So the bottoms, I feel like these are low rise and pretty low on the hips as well. So it's not doing quite what I like my bottoms to do. I feel like it's not the most flattering. Front coverage, gonna go with medium. Still don't feel like I'm gonna lose anything, but there's definitely been more coverage today. They are technically seamless, but I'm still feeling like I'm getting a little bit of cutting in. These are just running a little bit small, so I would suggest if you're unsure, definitely choose a size up. And then the back coverage, we're gonna go low to medium. I've seen lower, but this definitely isn't very full coverage. So yeah, cute idea in theory, just didn't quite work for me. Okay, then you guys might think that this is the ugliest swimsuit you've ever seen. I don't know what the opinions are gonna be, but it just looked so fun and different that I had to try it. So this is the Avanova puff sleeve bikini, and I just saw the model wearing it and I thought it was so fun. So first of all, it's this super bright yellow. They have these little puff sleeves. I just thought it was so cute. I don't know how it would hold up once you're in the water because it would probably cling to you, but it is what it is. So this one does have some removable cup pads, and the back you do tie. So I like that. I did get a small. Now that I know that it's a tie back, I could have maybe done a medium, but that's fine with me. So there's the top. And then here's the bottoms. I don't know what's happening. Okay, now I am glad I got a small because these ones look quite large. So it looks like decent coverage in the back. These do have a seam along the edge. So again, might cut in a little bit, but they won't roll. Definitely a high rise. Then you can tie this little bow in the front. So this is a very extra suit, a lot more material than some of the other ones, but I just thought it was different and it popped up on Amazon and I was like, okay, I have to try it. So do I feel like a toddler with little water wings? Kind of, but I also think it's kind of cute and fun. First of all, I love the yellow. We'll talk about the top first. I'd say pretty good coverage. Like I'm gonna say medium coverage because I keep wanting to like slip out the bottom. It doesn't feel very secure in the bottom. And the back tie is cute in theory, but it just kind of makes everything ride up. And then I feel like I could easily just slip right out of this in the pool. So I would say it's not the most secure. I almost wish these little sleeves were slightly puffier. Maybe my shoulders are just too much for them. I don't know, but they don't feel like super puffy, but I guess it's enough. I'm kind of getting Beauty and the Beast vibes out of this suit. If you were trying to go to a pool party themed as one of the Disney princesses, this is your outfit, so you're welcome. So otherwise, at first I was kind of wearing it like this, and then it wasn't very flattering, but I think you are meant to wear them a little more up as sleeves, which makes them a little better. See, look at that. It's not, I'm not staying very secure. So we're docked some points with that. Overall, still true to size. It does have cup pads. It's made of like a swim-friendly, sleek material, so I like that. Okay, here are the bottoms. These are our first like high rise, but the leg line is very thick. So it's giving a lot of coverage, but I prefer like kind of like a skinnier side to make the legs look a little bit longer because these aren't really doing much to elongate my legs. So I'm gonna say low leg line, high rise. These do have an actual seam around the side, so that helps them from rolling up. And back coverage, I would say like medium to full coverage. So this is definitely like a family-friendly suit and everything. Oh, also definitely full front coverage. And we have this little tie here that like I feel like is meant to be tied in the front, but that's weird. So I've kind of been like tying it off to the side. I don't know, lots of extra fabric with this suit, but I also think it's kind of fun and unique. And having this little extra fabric here as like a little gathering, I feel like if you have like kind of a lower tummy that you like to kind of cover up, first of all, it's high rise, but this also kind of disguises that a little bit. So I could see this being a very flattering suit if that's one of your self-conscious areas. I don't often go for one pieces because I am quite tall and I have a long torso. So one pieces just tend to be pretty uncomfortable and don't often fit me, but I figured since this one had so many cutouts that it might work. So it's like this little asymmetrical swimsuit. So here's the top. Okay, I don't really understand. They have all this space for the cups and then the actual cup pad is like this small. Like this barely covers my eye, okay? Would have preferred a bigger cup pad. We'll work with what we have. Then when it comes to the bottom, by the way, all of these do have hygiene liners in them, so love that. And this is kind of interesting. It feels like a seamless, I guess it is seamless. I don't know, it's too hard to hold this up. Let's just give it a try. Yeah, so this one's a no. I swear it feels like I'm wearing it wrong, but the cup pads are in the front, so like this has to be right. But this one shoulder situation, like, is this over the wrong shoulder or something? Let me check. Okay, just checked and I'm wearing this right, but it just feels like it's trying to shift like entirely over to this side. Like this whole thing should be shifted this way, but that's just not what it's doing. So I'm also just like squeezing out of this little section right here. This girl over here is going to be lost at any minute now. It just doesn't look right? Like something's off. I do have a long torso, so sometimes one pieces don't really work for me, but something about this is just giving like that it's not really well designed. It is like a $20 swimsuit, so I can't be too surprised. Okay, anyways, just definitely don't really recommend this one. Not only is it like kind of tight up here, but it's like a little bit loose around here. So I don't understand. Okay, front coverage, it's a little bit less. I'm gonna say low to medium. And back coverage, we're gonna go with medium. Surprisingly, that's not giving me too much of like a wedgie, which is extra surprising considering I feel like this is an issue with my long torso. So I don't know, but overall this one's feeling kind of frumpy and just not doing great. So this just feels really uncomfortable, so we're taking it off. And the last suit, I liked the color blocking of this one, and I thought it was like a sportier, more full coverage vibe. So this is the Zinpretty color block swimsuit. I'm noticing with a lot of these more affordable suits, the cup pads just like are very small and very flimsy, and they're just not great. So I feel like once you go into the water, you might get an outline of the cup pad and it's just gonna be like this small, like such a small cup pad. I don't understand. Why would you have all this space for the bust and then have the cup pad be like this small? Make the cup pad fill the whole space. Anyways, I liked the color blocking of this one. So it has elastic straps that are adjustable, which is great. Definitely more of a sports bra shape, so should be pretty functional. The bottom is also a thick elastic, and then we go to the bottoms here. So they are a high-rise bottom. Looks like pretty narrow front coverage. Yeah, that's pretty average. It does have a seam along the edge, and then pretty good coverage in the back too. I would say this is like classic, like medium to full coverage. The only thing I'm not sure about is the top is a thick elastic, so I worry this might not be the most flattering, but let's give it a try. Okay, so I'm liking the coverage and functionality of this one. Something about it, like even compared to the other suits today, which none of them were very expensive, this one just feels very cheap. It does have like that sleek material, but it's lined with white, which always makes it feel a little bit cheaper to me. These elastics are like pretty stiff, and maybe it's the color combo too. I feel like the color combo wasn't the best choice. I tried to just pick a color that would come the fastest, but I feel like I could be down for yellow and orange, and maybe it'd be cuter if it had like yellow piping around the top too, but this one just doesn't feel like great quality. I'd say full coverage on the top though, potentially large cup size friendly. It's got this elastic band for extra support, and it's definitely fitting like a sports bra on the top. Straps are adjustable, and we're getting around a medium support, so I would feel confident doing some swimming, some activities in this suit and not falling out. I feel like having this thick elastic on the top is just a recipe for kind of cutting in and not being super flattering. We still have pretty good coverage in the front here. We're gonna go with like medium, and I feel like it comes up slightly in the leg, but still no more than a medium. We got a high rise, and the back is about like medium to full coverage. This one also does have a seam, so it should stay in place pretty well. But yeah, like it doesn't come across as kind of cheap on camera because it just doesn't feel very high quality, and I just personally would not recommend this one. Okay guys, so that's it for the video. So this swimsuit haul went just about how every other swimsuit haul ever goes for me. Like 99% of things not working, and just like literally one piece maybe works for me. So if anyone else struggles with swimsuit shopping, you are not alone. Swimsuit shopping and jean shopping are so hard and can be so tough on the self-confidence. So don't pick yourself apart. It's not you, it's the swimsuit. So I hope this video helped to see if any of these would work for you. Just because something didn't work for me doesn't mean that it couldn't be a great fit for someone else. And I have to say, I feel like for my next swimwear review, I really want to try brands that specialize in like large cup size swim, or swim that comes in more than just like small, medium, large kind of sizing. Because when you're wearing a swim top, it's essentially like a bra, so there really should be multiple cup sizes. If you guys have any suggestions for swim brands that do this, please let me know in the comments down below. I already know that Abercrombie Curve Love Swim was pretty good with that. And then I've heard of a couple other brands like Cup with like 2 U's. I think one of you guys recommended that to me last time, but I'd love to make a video of all of those together. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.